CHI St. Vincent's Hot Springs and National Park Medical Center are proud to present your 2025 Hot Springs Sweethearts. This year marks the 19th year for this annual program. Hi, my name is Kaylee Hobby. I was a Sweetheart last year, and this year I'm one of the 5 Leadership Sweethearts who get to mentor the Sweethearts of this year's program, and this is the first year that we have leadership, so it's pretty exciting to be a part of.
Being a Sweetheart means to be an advocate and to be a role model for your community.
I became a Sweetheart because I was recommended by my principal. She was very passionate about the program and felt that I was the perfect person for it. So I gave it a shot, and as I went on with my experiences, meeting the girls and having different experiences with volunteering, I've started to fall in love with it. So I think being a Sweetheart is something that I'll always keep close.
None of my family members have ever been in the medical field, so I decided that it might be something I wanted to go into, and it is a great opportunity.
I was so interested in learning more about the hospital and more about just healthcare in general.
My auntie passed away from a heart attack, so I became a Sweetheart to gain the knowledge to help save others.
The Hot Springs Sweetheart program was founded in 2006 by Katherine Russell in honor of her daughter Caroline Grace Russell, who had passed away due to an undetected heart condition at the age of 2.
It has started such a legacy in not only just Hot Springs, but all around Arkansas for the American Heart Association. And it's open opportunities for so many teenage girls to really just dive into what the American Heart Association has done for us.
The activities that we did in Sweethearts were very interesting and fun as we went into the hospital and learned about the heart, or just saw how things actually worked in the hospital.
We got to do sutures on pig feet, which I found out I am great at sutures. I didn't know that. And one of the doctors came up to me and they're like, "Oh, you're really good at this, try it this way." And I was like, okay.
My dad actually taught the suturing of the pig's feet. I love being able to see what he does every single day.
The pig feet was really gross. It smelled horrible.
The skin was really tough, so I kind of struggled with that for a little bit. But after I got the hang of it, I asked her to make more cuts on it because I really enjoyed stitching.
So the sheep hearts was really interesting.
It was so crazy when we got to cut it open and just see all the valves.
And so I was able to stick my finger in the arteries and see where they came out. It was really cool, and just to see the tissue that covers the heart too, and all the parts that come in to making the heart work.
It was really cool looking at how similar it was to our heart and just what it looks like outside of the body.
The CPR training was very fun. It was super cool to learn a new skill that I could take with me for the rest of my life.
We had dummies and all of this technology we could use to tell if we were giving the right amount of pressure, the amount of beats per second.
We learned how to save a choking baby, and we became CPR certified.
I got to go first, and I got to just feel how hard the chest was, and how she just told us that we would have to break the ribs, and I would just be like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
The cath lab tour was such an amazing, eye-opening experience. We got to see all the different technologies.
We got to see where they put catheters in hearts, all of the technology they use, and if someone has a blockage in their heart, what they do.
I got to see the catheters and the little stents, and it's like a balloon thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, that goes into your vein?
I got to try on the x-ray tech's whole vest and skirt, the whole cover, and that was really cool because I got to see how they felt wearing the stuff the whole time, and we got to see the x-rays and how everything works, and it was a really interesting experience.
I did the LifeNet tour, and I saw people get hooked up where it tracks the heart rate, and we got to put them on the little bed and pick them up and put them in the bed that goes into the ER.
The day that we went to the hospital, it was CHI. We got to experience the helicopter bring in a patient, and we watched the scenario happen of life in the ER. So what the doctors would do, they would explain the steps to us, the process, their materials, and it was really nice being up and close.
The way that they talked about their job, they just loved it so much. They told us about all the equipment inside, and it was crazy to see how many tools that they were able to get inside of the little bitty helicopter.
The volunteering in the hospital was my favorite part of the whole program. I got to experience a whole lot in the ER unit. I got to see 2 intubations, and I got to be in the doctor's position, so I got to see the screen, where the camera was.
We had a lot of different kinds of patients that were getting
pictures of their hearts taken to see what was wrong or what they needed to do.
There was a woman in there who died, and I watched these nurses do the amazing thing of bringing someone back to life, and they shocked her. And it was so amazing to me to see that in real life, because you see it in the movies and it's not the same.
The workers there and the employees, they all treated each other like family, and they even treated us like family, so I did not feel outcast.
I got to go into a surgery where they were doing a vein transplant on someone who had end-stage renal failure, and that was really interesting to just watch.
One day where I volunteered in the cath lab, and I got to watch a patient who had a heart pacer. They had to replace his batteries. So I got the opportunity, which I'm so thankful for, to watch them replace it. And so seeing a patient being cut open and like all the tissue and the blood, I was like, whoa.
The Daddy-Daughter Barbecue was very fun. It was one of the first events that we had, and they actually had smoking in style barbecue, and it was delicious. And I also got to meet some of the sweethearts that I have never met before.
My dad made a few more friends, especially during the dancing part, which he did not like. The dancing was super fun though. It was something different that I didn't know we were gonna be doing there either.
My dad had a good time because he got to wear his cowboy hat.
My dad is a decent dancer. He likes to go do his own thing, so I just have to follow after him.
Me and my dad actually went home to go practice so we could show my mom. It was just a really fun experience to get to bond with our fathers, and it was really great.
Hey guys, welcome to FBC Fitness. We are here hosting the Sweethearts for the annual cardio day. We love this.
We had to work out today. It was a lot.
Today was cardio day. It was legs, boxing, rowing, and arms, and we also got to run a few laps.
Everyone said it was gonna be so hard, and I was like, no, I got this. And we went in there, and it got me really out of breath. I was kind of struggling, but we got through it, and it was really fun.
The Sweethearts and their mothers enjoyed a luncheon at the Oaklawn Event Center. Our guest speaker was Lauren English Britton, who also shared her own journey of heart disease survival. Each Sweetheart was also given a necklace by Lorraine's The Diamond Center, who will also present tonight's Sweetheart of the Ball with a diamond necklace.
We had a speaker, Lauren English Britton, come and talk about her heart health issues and how it affected her life and how she's been able to come through.
We also got to get the necklace of Miss Catherine's daughter's heartbeat, which was super cool, and I just think that's something that I'll cherish forever and in remembrance of this program and what it means.
The dance practice for the Sweethearts Heart Ball, which is on the 15th, is really going well. I think it's nice being able to see everybody's dads and like the different relationships throughout the room. Everybody's doing their best to learn it. We're all working at our own pace.
I am definitely looking forward to the heart ball, but the dance practice today was a little bit chaotic. My dad is not the best dancer.
My dad was stressed out. He was like, he didn't know what to do, and I didn't either. So we were just learning.
One of my biggest takeaways from Sweethearts will definitely be the responsibility and the massive things that you hold in your hand, because how it may not feel important to you, it is someone's life, and it is someone's livelihood. And I think that is just such an incredible and amazing thing that these doctors and nurses and techs get to deal with, how they get to deal with these lives, and they get to see them at their darkest days, and they get to see them whenever they get to walk again or whenever they get to take their first breath again. And I think that is just so amazing.
One of the things I would take away from being a Sweetheart is knowing how to save someone's life.
It is a wonderful program to get you involved in the medical field.
You learn so many things about heart disease and how to keep yourself healthy, even for yourself and your future family.
You get to learn so much. You get to learn how to identify heart attacks and seizures, and you become CPR certified, and it's so important for you to know those things.
Honestly, everything that we've gotten to do is like once in a lifetime. So I am so appreciative that I'm a Sweetheart this year, and I would recommend anyone to do it.
I guess as I get older, I'll always know about the American Heart Association now, and it's something that I can be like, I was a part of that, I helped someone.